Good morning, everyone. What's up, YouTube? So we're back with another video. This one, I don't know how interesting you guys will find it, but it was a little bit more so to commemorate a moment for myself. Yesterday we had a little bit of a training thing. I did a in-class training with some guys over some crane stuff, and today we're going to be out in the field and I'm going to be working with them just to kind of oversee things, you know, give some tips. And these guys have a little bit of knowledge on the cranes, so it's not like they're brand new. I did train one of them way long ago, but that was before I even understood fully what I was doing, I would say. But he still did good, you know, and today's just gonna be kind of reinforcing everything we went over in the class setting yesterday. I didn't record the class just because it was gonna be like 8 hours of me talking a bunch of information, and you know, I didn't think that would make for an interesting video. Plus I also wanted to be a little bit more focused in the class setting to make it worthwhile for the guys. But yeah, today we're just doing a couple simple jobs, nothing really intricate, and we'll see how it goes. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy this video. If not, it's a good memory for me. Huge shout out to Joseph Tree for always giving me so many good opportunities. Freaking love this company. They're the best, not only in tree work but also as a company to work for, to have as your tree service provider. I just got to give them a big shout out. So there's the crane. That's our tree back there, honey locust. It's not that big. We might as well go check it out right now. But yeah, cannot say enough good things about them. And there we go. Look at that. A little bit tight to be rigging. It's not the biggest thing, especially the wood's kind of small, but should go out of there in a couple picks, especially with that I believe that's a 35-ton crane. He's probably going to be good for the better bit of almost 10,000 pounds probably from where he sets up. So we can go big really if we want to. We got a lot of space here to drop stuff. Boy. Woo!
We're friends. Yeah, I get the West Coast saw muffler on there too.
I've been thinking about it, but I just hate how loud it sounds.
And the dogs?
Yeah.
I like the dogs.
You feel like it increased the power with the mod?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It sounds like it does.
Right?
It sounds like it rips, but
the placebo effect.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. It feels like it does, but it may be like 10% or something.
Yeah.
But then I put the 16-inch steel speed cut nano on there. I like that. And then I modified the air filter a little bit and put foam on there.
Oh.
To make it more airflow. I cut out the air filter that was there and put foam in there. I think I need a new iteration. Looks like they're gonna take that one first.
I thought it was the front one.
I don't know.
Make more sense to do the front one, no?
Yeah, I thought so too. This one, but the crane has enough lift that he could just get it out of there.
That is true.
It will cause too much problem.
It's the nice thing about the stick boom. You have that straight lift straight up.
Yep. You can get out a lot of hairy situations with it.
You know what we should do on the next one?
What's up?
Time them. See how long it takes to set up and cut.
Yeah.
And then we'll try to improve over as the day goes on.
Yeah.
See if we can make it faster.
Yep.
I'd say maybe tell them to lower it just a little bit.
You want them to cable down?
Just a little bit, I think.
Can you cable down a little bit?
It's hard to see. Can you ask him what that kerf is doing?
Norm, what's the kerf look like?
On the slanted cut.
On the back side where you were cutting. Okay, keep cabling down. Okay.
There you go.
I think I'm gonna give Norm my 201.
Now you're gonna want to cable up a little.
Go ahead and cable up just a hair.
There you go.
Three. Good luck.
Nice.
Yep, straight up.
See if you can boom up a little. Well, it's out now. I'm done with it. Hey Norm, let's talk about that piece. So typically when we go to do the shelf cut, it's going to be towards the side of the structure, right? Because the issue you were having was when he went to tension up and you were cutting on the backside, it was pinching you, right?
Yeah.
That's what you got to be explaining to him about what's going on. The entire time you were silent, you weren't saying nothing to him.
I was talking, but I don't think you heard me.
Okay, well, my bad, but yeah. Think about the pull and how that's reacting, right? Because we have it straight on the very top and you're cutting on the backside. So if you think about it, it's gonna pull it back, no?
Yeah.
A little bit? That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. Obviously stay in communication with him, but if your saw gets stuck, the first initial steps are cable down, cable up, right?
Yeah, I think he just didn't hear me. I was saying over the mic.
Okay, well,
But thank you for that.
yeah. But anyways, yeah, again, the slanted cut, make it towards the structure first.
So I'm gonna come to this way.
That's where you would have finished, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing you have, the availability that you have with the stick boom, is he can lift straight up. So when you're doing that slanted cut from the structure side, not only is it gonna prevent it from sliding out that way, but again, he can pull it straight up. You don't have to worry about sideways pulls, right?
Okay.
So in that scenario, do the shelf towards the structure you're trying to prevent it from going towards, you know? Because it doesn't matter if that butt swings into the tree, you know, there's nothing there that it's gonna hurt. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Say maybe tell Case to take the one you're tied into right now, and then we can start stepping it up. Did you ask him how much that weighed?
That was he said 800. 800.
And what was he good for?
I think 12. Or he said he wanted to do 12 there.
12,000?
100.
Nah, he's getting for more than that. There's no way. Well, if that piece was 800, then probably that piece right where you're tied into is going to be right around the same.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to be good for, you know, just as much. I'd say take out that middle piece, you'll be able to take out much larger pieces.
So that opens up that hole in the side, yeah.
Exactly, yep. Not the one to the side, but the one going straight up.
Yeah.
You tell Case to sling that one up for you. That one might require 2 slings, I think, on opposite sides to kind of A-frame it. And then you can do whatever cut you want there. But yeah, once we get that out of the way, I think we'll be able to take much larger pieces.
Sometimes I be pressing the trigger with my pinky and stuff, grabbing the saws in a weird spot.
Yeah, gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah. There it is. Yep.
If we take a look at that, the way he slinged it up, looks like we had more front weight here.
I don't know if it was high enough either.
Yeah, so maybe what we should have done was capture the back and the front lead. But I mean, that's a pretty small pig. Do you know how much weight that was?
You know how much weight that is?
800? Yeah, you see, we're pretty much spot on. So I think we're probably, do you know how much you're good for? Or did he say for around there? Brother, we could take the whole tree. Shit. I think let's step it up with a bigger piece this time. Maybe we might take the whole middle piece all the way down to here. No. That entire back part, those two sections. It's kind of a funky one. But I think if we capture either side, that side, and the butt, you'll be good to go. I'm gonna attach the hooks for that one though, because I think you'll need longer slings. Did you hear the game plan?
No.
Let's try to go for a little bit bigger piece, because I think we're good for. So I think we can do that entire middle section of those two. So if we capture that left side, probably, you see where you have that one that juts out and then the two going up?
Yeah.
Probably if you half hitch right into that union where the two go up, bring the hook down and then attach it right around there somewhere, and then capture that wide open union on the far one over there. Probably around there, maybe a little bit higher actually, to get more of a straight pull up. And then the yellow sling would come down towards the butt to kind of capture that.
We want to do 3 slings?
I think maybe 4, because we probably want to capture that long funky one that goes out that way.
I gotcha.
And then I think with those we'll be good to go. But I'm going to give you these so you can attach the main ones, and then we'll leave one of those for that long funky one that kind of goes in the middle.
All right, let's go.
Just remember, hooks facing down, you're good to go. Hey, so you want to come over here and take a look? I think I would have preferred that ball placement. You see how high you have it way out there? So that pole is like way out there. I think I would have preferred it more in the middle of all 3 of those limbs.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? And then you could have captured the butt here to make it a more even pole. I think right now we're probably going to be heavy on this side. It's going to maybe want to roll that way. And we're getting a lot more pull that way. But maybe this weight will be enough to counteract it. We'll see. Oop. It fell a little bit forward. Not too bad, but I mean, it definitely could have been easier.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I think what really helped us there was the weight. You know what that came off at? Did he say how much?
What's the weight? Yes. What's the weight on that bike? 2,800.
Oh, yeah. We're good for a lot, man.
Nice job, Norm. Excuse me.
So what are we thinking next? Take the one by the house?
This guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you gonna sling that up?
Definitely probably put one at the tip. Probably just 2. One up here and then one towards the butt.
I think we can get away with just one. If we half hitch, I think right where that first sucker comes out, and then bring it on down, tie it on here as a redundancy, the weight that we have, or maybe even a little bit higher, but we might have enough butt weight to just lift it up in one piece. I'd say maybe past that first long sucker that goes out, maybe half hitch it right there and then bring it on down this way. Then we'll have a better rope angle coming down, and I think that butt weight will be enough to just lift it so we don't have to double sling it. Because the issue, if you double sling way out here and over there, this might get more pull. Yeah, and you know, honey locust can break pretty easy with too much tension.
Yeah.
I think we get away with just one sling on this.
Your slings, by the way, are pretty nice.
What did I say, man? Do you? Yeah, and if we bring it on down here, like I was telling him, I think we'll have enough butt weight for that. That might be another slanted shelf cut to avoid it wanting to swing towards the house. So you could bring it in flat and then boom, hit it with the shelf.
So, okay, bring it in flat first.
Yeah.
And maybe at the end hit the shelf.
Yep.
We can swap after this one. So it says things on the rest and I can cut. Also, if it makes sense to have Blake kick you up so you can get a tie in on that other piece for better work positioning. So that way you're not.
And I think I can also cut my rope.
Good angle. Tell them to cut more on the back end.
You say just start over?
No, to try to cut that back end where you can't see all the way through and then finish off on his front side.
No, he said start on the back side and then like finish where you
Bisect it all the way and then you let him know.
like bisect, like keep cutting. Put that tip in pretty good. I'll spot it.
The bar pinch, maybe lower down a little bit, then table down just a hair.
Go and table down just a hair, please. Hold. Closing, I haven't bisected yet. On your side, you're pretty close.
Tell them to cut the back first.
Cut that tip in.
Is it all the way cut on his side?
What's it looking like on this side? Okay.
We can try to tension a little bit, see if it'll go.
Can you cable up just a hair blade?
Pretty much free. Yep.
You're free. Yes, sir. Cable up.
Nice.
Nice shot, man.
That was good weight on the butt. Good sling placement, good weight. All right, so let's talk about it a little bit.
Yep.
When you have stuff like that, it's always better to cut again on the blind side, because the problem is if you get that blind side stuck, your entire bar is stuck in there, right? And that can be really difficult. But when you get to your side, which you can see, you can actually hit it just with the tip instead of having your full bar in there, and it allows you to pull out in case.
Okay.
What's another thing? Also, I mean, it wasn't too bad, but you kind of saw more or less how it was moving. And again, we always kind of gauge it with the cable up, cable down. As you got past the 50% mark, that's where we started needing the cable up, because this side here wants to be lifted, and if we lower it, it starts pressing on the bar. That's why it was pinching, right? So as soon as we lifted it up, you saw how it opened up.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind based on the sling placement. Again, remember how I was telling you when we pull up, that butt's probably going to want to sit back. That's exactly what it did, right? Because as soon as we lowered it on the back end, it opened. But then when we cabled up, this front end opened up and released your bar. But yeah, just keep that in mind. Bigger pieces, definitely bisect the back end. Don't be afraid to cut fully. Again, we're here to spot you, so we're letting you know. If you don't know, just take a peek really quick, make sure it's all the way cut, and then again, once you start cutting on your end, you're going to start to see the little movements. But at that point, at least you're right there watching it, right? So you don't have to second guess being fully buried in holding the chainsaw.
So you're saying like instead of kind of like coming even, just kind of really cutting out here first.
At first you start even, but once you get past that percentage, I definitely want to make sure the back end's cut before I cut my front side, because you don't want to be bar deep into that wood and then have it pinch on the other end where you're shit out of luck, man. It's harder to pull out if anything. So
right, so
yeah.
kind of like starting even, then get like that like halfway-ish, and really make sure I'm clear. That way you're saying like I kind of like start kind of coming out a little bit just to make sure like if it does sit, I can yank it out.
That, or you have more play on your side because you're able to see that. But if it's on the other end, and sometimes like if it's a funky piece, the weight might shift it more that way, and again, it's just harder to manage the whole bar as opposed to what's right there in front of you. That makes sense?
Yeah, because I feel like definitely like type pieces like that where they just kind of go out, if if they shift left or right, I'm not really sure how to adjust that either.
Yeah, and we start with the cable up, cable down. The last resort is booming up or down, or cabling or swinging left or right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely start off with, as long as we are aware of our sling placement and have an idea. I just told you right now, so for the next time you see a piece like that, you're gonna more or less know, hey, if I pull up, that butt end's probably gonna want to sit back. You have it in your mind, right? But again, it's just experience things. But yeah, other than that, it went good. Pretty smooth, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I think like definitely horizontal pieces like that, or like big leaning like that, that's definitely where I struggle with more on those cuts.
Yeah.
Or I definitely tend to get more pinch on those.
Yeah.
But the straight up and downs, I feel a lot more, they're a lot easier.
Yeah. But I think you'll have better success if we just, like we just talked about, man.
Yeah.
Definitely cutting the blind angle. Even, with your slanted cut, like I was telling you, cut more than you think. Be cautious of your lanyard, but we have a lot of people here. We're gonna spot you, but definitely cutting more there, because again, it's the blind side that you're not gonna see.
Right.
So it can be kind of a pain. But is he setting up the next slings, or are you?
we were gonna swap.
You're gonna swap? Okay, cool. Easy, easy.
I need you to boom to the left.
Here.
I got it. Good.
Oh, maybe a little bit more slack in that yellow one then.
I think maybe the sling placement's further out.
To the left.
Slower cut on here.
Put the table up.
So I don't think it was the sling that pulled it up. I think it was just the weight of it.
What do you have?
It was a little bit more
There's a lot
forward.
right here.
42.
In case, I think one thing we could have done too is slower cut. Once we're nearing it, let it settle in. Because you see how much it jumped forward?
Yeah.
I
So
think-
Blake said he didn't want to put any more on it.
Well,
Yeah.
also he was off pretty far on this.
Yeah,
on that first cut on the,
I see that.
like this one, you could have went a little bit farther on
For
this.
sure. I came too much in on this side.
Yeah. And it pinched it.
And
a
it
little
started pinching, so I went in on the back cut.
All right. We got it though. I mean, at least you were ready for it, right?
Yeah, that was
You
a
want me
good,
to take this
that
off?
was a good call on the positioning. I'll let you talk on it.
You want the carabiner on there?
That doesn't matter. I'm gonna get it back in 30 seconds.
It's you anyways.
Looks like it's rigged pretty good.
Yeah, I like it.
Dude, I want to see what that part is. Caught by that,
Is it free?
yeah, have them rotate. Okay, yeah, that works.
There you go.
Perfect.
See, that works so much better when you let it settle into the sling.
22.
Oh, I was almost there. Let's go.
You and I split the difference.
What do you say, 21?
22.
22, baby.
Yeah, Jose said 21. I think.
Yeah, he said 21.
Yeah, and I said 23.
Oh, good job, guys. That was good. Hell of a way to end it off.
Yep.
What do you use your two slings? Those are pretty neat.
Yeah, now bother Michael about it for the next couple of weeks. Shit, I'll start renting them out.
Good. Well, you gotta be careful who you rent them out to.
Just you guys?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, everyone, that's all we got for today. Second job, really didn't need the crane. I think it would have taken way more time for setup and cuts in between picks and whatnot. So the boys decided they're gonna fell it and yeah, save themselves loads of times. Also save money because they send the crane on their way. But yeah, you know, again, I want to say a big thank you to Joseph Tree Services. They've just been so great to me. I can't speak enough highly of them. They've done so much for me, not only helping me level up in my career, my knowledge, but just giving me a company where I could learn and grow, make the mistakes that I needed without making me feel like I couldn't make the mistakes, you know, and they've elevated me to a higher level and always been supportive of it. It was one of the toughest decisions I ever made leaving that company, and if I ever wanted to work for a company, that would be the place to work for, because out of all the places that I've been to, they've definitely been the most home feeling type of company that I've ever worked for. So yeah, if you're in the Ohio area or you ever come out to Ohio, definitely consider working for them. I'm not going to say it's perfect working there, but what job is? Even working for yourself, you're going to find issues, right? But I just feel like the overall environment, that's what really sucks you in there. The guys that work there are wonderful. They're great. And overall, they just keep a really good camaraderie amongst each other. So huge shout out to Joseph. Thank you again. Love you guys. And with all that said, we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.